Good morning, collective. I'm back and I'm in the midst of still doing a spread, but I have a specific message for a masculine energy, okay, who um who was either incarcerated before or is about to get out from prison. It has something to do with a young fire sign, Sagittarius or Leo is in his chart. He has Earth in his chart, Aries, okay? Um, Water, I'm seeing, but it's mainly wands here, all right? He just might be after this person or he's expressing his emotions internally, not really. But I'm going to clarify with the Kipper deck, and I'm going to use the Moonology deck. So I am being led to give this message to this young adult fire sign that has been, he has a life that is considered to be very dangerous, all right? And selling drugs to get on top is not going to be a good outcome for this young fire sign, okay? But the divine is telling me that you don't have to give up. Don't give up on yourself, and don't give in and go left, because even though you're used to fast money, you're used to things being done a certain way at a certain time, because you're used to the fast pace. Fast is not always good. You can't see what's not in front of you and what's going on around you, because you're fixated on fast money. And all fast money is not good money, but slow and steady always wins the race, okay? So a lot of pride has to be dropped here. Your pride is going to get you stuck, all right? And this masculine energy, this King of Wands, all right, Hierophant. I'm still in the midst of putting out the spread, but I didn't want to be late posting up the video because I'm being pushed, okay? I was woken this morning around, I'm going to say around like 2 something, okay? The divine deals with me at, yes, very bright, early hours in the morning, okay? But that's fine, because I take that time to pray and meditate. You know what I'm saying? I connect with the angels and the divine. And like I said to the collective before, I move when he tells me to, and I do exactly as he tells me to. It is not my will, but it is his will, all right? So this is what the message that I received this morning for this fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, young male, Hierophant, who is spiritual, okay? Don't know if you maybe found yourself while you was in incarceration. Look, sometimes you got to be removed from distractions in order for you to see straight, all right? But fast moving is not good for you, and it's not good for anybody. So this young fire sign, all right, the message that I received from you is down below from Roddy Rich. Okay, so in that song is a young man who lived in the projects. He slept in a trap house on the floor, cold nights, doing whatever he had to do in order for him to make up ends meet. You know what I'm saying? He was being discouraged by his friends. His friends really wasn't his friends. They were his frenemies. He was his enemies. And he found out about that. He had to see for himself. And he thought that maybe by him selling drugs and having fast money and having flashy material things was going to prove to them that the ones who was telling him that he was never going to make it, whether it be his family or his friends, he feels as though that if he does this, that this is going to get him on top towards his wish fulfillment, and it's not, okay? So the divine is basically saying you're very close to achieving your goal, fire sign, okay? He is going to give you your wish fulfillment, sir. Hierophant. You're going to get whatever it is that you're asking the divine for. And even if it's moving in slow pace, please do not take that out of the consideration of knowing that slow and steady is always a good outcome, because you can see everything around you. Okay, you know what's going on, you know how you feel, you can absorb it, you can get the energy to where which direction you need to go. You'll be able to hear the divine or your ancestors giving you leadership on which way to go, because you are a fire sign. You're meant to be a leader. Okay, but you have to have the right discernment. You have to listen from within and get out of your head with these nightmares and anxieties and these doubts and fears about things not going your way, because you're so used to this fast pace. Okay, because your pride is in the way. Your pride is going to stop you from getting this steady balance that you want with this Sagittarius. Okay, no, this Queen of Cups. If it's a woman, which it is, this High Priestess, all right, and you are the Hierophant, masculine energy, okay? You want your soulmate. You want your spiritual soulmate, because she's nurturing and loving, and she's psychic, and she can see everything, and she's balanced, and you want to keep balance with her. You want balance with her. But you have to get out of this pride. You have to stop trying to think that you can get everything fast-paced, because everything fast and flashy is not good for you, okay? I would think, which is I'm picking up from this masculine energy, all right? What is flashy is not always good for you. You know what I'm saying? Fake stuff is flashy, all right? They have a lot of things that implement the real thing. Crystals that are not real crystals, but they have it's a certain type of glass, Swarovski crystals, all right? That's just a high polished glass. That's not a diamond. You know what I'm saying? That's not an original gem. That's a piece of glass that's man-made. It will break and shatter. It will not bring value to itself, okay? Masculine energy. So please stop being stubborn. All right, because prosperity lies ahead with you, even if it's slow movement. Thank God. Give him glory. Give him praise in order for you to see movement, even if it's not even fast movement. Just knowing that movement is moving in your favor. You got to come off of this. Come off of this wanting to control things and being stubborn. All right, because he sees what you're doing, and your pride is going to keep you from having what you want. You want this new passionate beginning, these new passionate ideas. You want to be innovative. You want to be what do you call it? Courageous and perseverance. You have it in you. You are a fire sign. Come on, Mr. Aries, Mr. Leo, Mr. Sagittarius. You got it. You have it in you already. And the cycle is about to change. It's about to change. You're either going to miss this opportunity, or you can flow with it so you won't miss this opportunity. You're being required to have patience. All right? Either patience or you're being blocked. But I don't feel the energy of you being blocked. This is God working in your favor, sir. King of Wands. All you got to do is drop your pride, because the fairy climax is approaching, and this is the Wheel of Fortune. New beginnings is about to start for you, sir. You do not have to sell. You don't have to sell yourself, your soul, your freedom. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way in order for you to succeed and get what you want. Give it over to the divine, okay? Because this is who you are spiritually. You want balance. This is twice. 2-2. You can't break that down, and another single number is 1. All right? The divine is telling you, let him lead, okay? Because a new start is coming for you, Hierophant. It's coming for you, just because you got to get out of your head with this anxiety, because he wants to give you this wish fulfillment, okay? He sees, you might have been praying, you might have been meditating. Obviously, you're extremely spiritual. And you're in moping energy. Wisha, shoulda, coulda, woulda. There is no reason for you to even embrace that energy. Masculine energy. Mr. King of Wands. This is what you want. But you got to come out of this, because you ain't got no choices. Or you might have had choices in the past, but you're being in an illusion. This is not multiple choices for different things. This is you being fascinated with flashy stuff and not focusing on this. Okay? This is what you need. This is the energy that you need to stand in. All about truth, not illusions. You want the Lord to give you multiple choices of abundance, not illusions, and He's willing to give that to you. And I'm going to clarify. The bottom of the deck of the Moonology deck. See, I have one for my tarot deck. That's the High Priestess. This is who you are trying to manifest. All right, and it will work out in your favor if you just let the divine lead you. King of Wands, there's no need for you to sell drugs. No need for you to put yourself in harm's way. No need for the devil to come in and try to overtake you and have you in the Nine of Swords all in your head, because that's an illusion. All right? If you give yourself over to the Lord, you submit yourself to the Lord and you do His works and you let Him lead you, let Him drive the bus, you can overcome any fears that you have within yourself, any anxieties that's going on within you, because fear is an illusion, and that is where the devil seeps in. It's in your mind. He has no control over your life. It's just like in the Vampire Diaries. Thank you, Spirit. I'm channeling for this masculine energy because I really want to get this to you. I really want this to sink into your head, okay? And I'm going to repeat this 3 times because I do things in threes. Mind, body, and spirit. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, all right? He is telling you, you work through your fears, you drop this anxiety, you drop this self-doubt, you drop talking negative to yourself, drop caring about what other people think and say about you, okay? Because the swords also represent speaking and heavy thinking. All right? You're all in your head. You're having nightmares and anxieties and cold sweats, and you're imbalanced. And the divine is wanting to give you balance, but you have to drop your pride. Your pride is what's going to stop you from going after this nurturing Hierophant, this other woman, this spiritual union that you are supposed to be with. High Priestess and the Hierophant, they belong together. They do spiritual work together. They are aligned from the divine himself to do spiritual work together. Whether it don't even have to be a wife, okay? But in the tarot deck it is. All right? It could just be a partnership. But you have to drop this anxiety and be patient. Okay? So you won't be blocked from having a new perspective, a new passionate beginning with this High Priestess, this Queen of Cups who's nurturing and very intuitive. She has a connection with the divine. I mean, to me, it's better to be with them than to be against them. It would benefit the both of you. I mean, you're both intuitive, very psychic, very close to the divine. It's just one is going in the opposite direction, and you know, you're going to need to reevaluate yourself, because in the direction where you're going, you're setting yourself up for the devil to overtake you, and then you have no one to blame but self. Excuse me. And fear is just another way to block you from looking forward, because all you focusing on is what if, what a coulda, shoulda, and you're not even paying attention, because this right here, 4 cups, that's the sitting under the tree. I'm moping, sopping, thinking about this third party that you was connected in, or whatever situation, these people that you was trying to please, and it's not working in your favor, and you lost them, and you all by yourself. Instead of you sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, the divine is telling you all you have to do is drop your pride, and I will give you your wish fulfillment. Just look at it. I'm willing to give it to you, Hierophant. You are his child. Everybody is a divine's child. And he wants to give you your wish fulfillment, but look, you have to sacrifice something And what he's telling you is narrowing it down. You have to drop these self-doubt fears and talking and speaking and thinking negative. This life that you think that's fast-paced, it ain't gonna do nothing but keep you down below. Okay? And that song was from Roddy Ricch. This main male. Okay? That's the energy. Main male. King of Wands. Honey, you can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it. It might seem complicated, but all you have to do is literally submit yourself unto the Lord so that your thoughts shall be established. Meaning you will have this new beginning, this wish fulfillment, this home. If you are sleeping on cold floors, the Lord is willing, and he's willing to give you what you ask for. You want a stronger foundation? All you got to do is drop your pride. Pin it on the cross. Let it go, because it serves you no highest good. It's not getting you nowhere but incarcerated. Sleeping on cold floors. People constantly talking and backbiting you. People that you think are your friends, they are not loyal to you. You want this new beginning. Okay, because he sees that you want this new beginning. All right, King of Wands, the Lord wants to give it to you. But you got to sacrifice something. And that sacrifice is coming out of your head. Stop speaking, thinking, and doing negative. Don't go left. Go right. And you will have this courtship. Okay? The wheel is already turning in your favor. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay? You have your match. This courtship will happen. It's destined to happen. It's on your pathway. Whether if it's for a partnership to do spiritual work together, or this is a soulmate for you. A very strong spiritual soulmate for you, Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, toil and labor. Yes, it means put in the work. But the sacrifice that's being asked of you is for you to come out of your head, stop being fearful, and let the divine lead you. Because if you don't, this wheel of fortune is going to turn, and you will be left behind, and you won't be able to move forward. You won't have new beginnings, and you will be stuck in that same energy. That same energy of where you're trying to get away from. I wish, I shoulda, I coulda, why didn't I? Oh my God, what is this? Why is this happening to me? I don't understand. Stop saying that you don't understand, even in the midst of you not really understanding. All you got to do is ask the divine, Lord, I don't understand what it is that you need from me. Make it clear, crystal clear. Lamest terms if possible. Turn me, open my ears so that I might hear thine words being spoken to me. And give me direction on how to go and how to address this. Lord, help me to deliver me from whatever this is. This negative energy that's trying to take over, because the enemy only can come in if you let him. All right? He don't have no authority. It's just like Vampire Diaries. Thank you, Spirit. It just came back to me. Vampires can't come in unless you invite them in. And it's the same tactic as what the enemy do. He will entertain negative thinking and weaknesses that you have within your mind that will keep you captive, just so you won't make the right decisions. That's some good coffee. I know that you can make it. I know that you can overcome it. I know that you can become this better individual. All you got to do is come out of your head, express your emotions to this Queen of Cups, to let her know, get in touch with her, because you're thinking heavy about it. And there's no reason for you to have anxieties and everything, because look, if she's living and doing exactly what God told her to do, Please trust and believe me. She's going by the book. If you see this scroll, there is no room for judgment. Judge not, lest ye be judged. She cannot judge you. King of Wands, patience is required. If not, you will be blocked from having this high priestess in your life. All right? Because it seems like you need this high priestess. You're stuck. And it's because you're putting yourself there. And I'm not going to be hard on you. Because I know people go through stuff. And if they don't have the right teaching or the right environments around them, the right people, or if you're being exposed, if these people around you are being exposed that they are not genuine good people and you're still trying to keep this company, that energy that you are entertaining is going to keep you down. And that's going to be your own self-affliction. You have no one else to blame for it. But you want this new foundation. You want your wish fulfillment. You want balance in your life with this Queen of Cups, all right? But guess what? If you don't get it together, she's already moving on, because I pulled her energy last night when I did a coffee read. And she's content and happy within herself already. She don't need confusion. She don't need low vibrational people in her life. And she ain't going to settle for it. So why should you settle for the same energy, masculine? Now it's your turn. King of Wands, Hierophant. Come on now. You have a connection with the divine. A new cycle is approaching. Do you not see this? And this crescent right here. This is about to shift and come right on out the way for you. You want it to move in your favor. You don't want it to stop you and block you, Hierophant. You are a very spiritually gifted man. You already know you're good at business. You're good at family stuff. You're reasonable. You have resources, and so does the high priestess. Y'all could do so much together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people could be. This is a power couple, because this high priestess, she has fire in her chart too. She also has water in her chart. And this is just like the magician. She could do the same thing you can do. If not what you can do, she got a lot more. To me, that's an equal give and take. And she don't even care about that. She ain't boasting. She ain't trying to compete with you. She just want to work with you. She wants to balance things out so y'all can have a new beginning. But if you still are working in this self-doubt and having anxieties within yourself, and you thinking and speaking negative, and you having a hard time, because it does require work for you to be with this main female. Okay, in the distance horizon, this privileged lady is going to have a new beginning. And she's expecting this. But she's looking at you as a thief. And she's concerned. You're in deep thought about this. Look, there's no need for you to be over manipulative and controlling. All right, it's already in you to take the lead. But why would you want to control someone because of your religious beliefs or how you think or old ways of thinking? Come on, man. God said times is changing to where, excuse me, collective, times are changing to where you're going to have to get it together. You can't think the same no more. Things are not going to be the same. And as you can see, look, we went from walking around being regular and free to people walking around with masks on 24/7. Every store you go into, even walking outside, so afraid to get on the bus, the train, the plane. You got to be souped up down to the T in order for you to make it to one end. Somebody sneeze and cough, you already having anxiety. Okay? This is being led. But you got to get out of this. You got to get out of this. Because it ain't doing you no justice. This is meant for you to happen. 11. This is a divine union. This is a spiritual union. It is meant for you guys to do spiritual work together. You do not have to be in no relationship, and sex is not going to be an exchange. I just picked that up. So if you call yourself being manipulative, or if you have anything in you to be manipulative because of your mind frame of how you used to think and how things used to be, please believe me, you will be blocked. Ain't nobody trying to have sex. Especially around this time, especially if you're supposed to be focusing on healing and helping people and helping yourself. But first, you must love yourself in order for you to receive real love. You can't love yourself if you living all in your head having fears. Okay, because a new romantic cycle is approaching. All right. This is the Libra card. All right, justice. Justice. You want justice to fall in your favor. You don't want it to keep you down and held back due to the fact of you being doubtful or you wanting to stay in old habits because you feel as though that's fast money is the best money. That money is going to get you locked up. And probably for a very long time. And then how are you going to feel when you can't even get to the person that you want? You can't build. You're not going to have no money. And I'm just being real with you. Then you get to the point to where ain't nobody around because everybody that you saw, you cut away from you. You ain't got no commissary. You asking God to make a way for you. But then you already brushed him to the side because you think that you know. You know everything. And he's your creator. Whether if you believe it or not. You don't know what's best for you. The divine knows what's best for you. He can see before. He knows your thoughts before you speak them. He even knows what you do before you speak and do it. But if you think that you know better, he'll put you in a predicament that's extremely strenuous and hard. And you being sent upstate from you being caught selling drugs because you down below. Okay? And you sleeping on the floor. And I know that this pandemic has a lot of prisoners sleeping on floors because they sick or they have them quarantined somewhere away from other prisoners. And then you have some that, look, you might have to end up sucking dick and giving up your behind in order for you to make it through. Why would you want to put yourself in that predicament to where you'll be taken advantage of, whether if you open to it or not? No one needs to get their energy projected by anybody that is of a low vibration. You are being given an opportunity to balance yourself. All right? The Lord is telling you to drop your pride. Your ego is going to keep you from having your new beginning. King of Wands, this was a message for you. And if I was you, I would take heed. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.